Which favorite hole am I supposed to go through again?
Just go through the whole thing. I'm still talking.
Sorry.
There's a bunch of AUs going Undertale as well. You've got Story Shift, which I've just gotten into, which is where a lot of the characters swapped around. For example, Toriel and Asgore swap Sans and Papyrus take Asgore and Toriel's roles respectively, but they don't swap. Instead, Toriel and Asgore take Undyne and Alphys' roles respectively. Then Alphys and Undyne take Napstablook and Metatan's roles respectively. We haven't seen Napstablook and Metatan in Story Shift yet. And then Azriel and Kara take Papyrus' and Sans' roles respectively. It's a really interesting AU. There's also Underswap, where characters swap personalities, so Papyrus and Sans swap personalities. Grilby and Muffet swap personalities, which are quite fun. And Grilby has a lot of fan art for a guy who only says 2 words. What else is there? Undyne and Alpha swap personalities under swap. There's loads of different AUs out there. I recommend finding a few. You'll find something that you like. Now let's talk a little bit about theories about this game. One I want to bring up is the reincarnation theory. Because let's be honest, if there are rumours that those who go to Mount Ebott never return, why did 8 people go there? Well, perhaps they wanted to commit suicide, but although perhaps they were just curious. But there's one theory going out there that each of the 7. Why didn't you go in the lift?
I swear there's something down here.
There is, yeah. You can check the art club if you want to see if there's anything there.
Oh, never mind. Exactly. What now?
Art club, keep going up.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Nothing. Okay. That the 8 people who fell are reincarnations of the original 7 magicians who sealed the monsters away. Because let's face it, if one kid in the genocide run can wipe out all of monster kind, monsters are kind of wimps. I mean, I think the theory is that monsters do fight with souls. They do soul damage, whereas humans fight the physical form, and monsters aren't expecting that. That's why only Sans dodged, because he knew that they would go for the physical form, and other monsters didn't. So the monsters were sealed away. In this theory, the monsters were sealed away for their own protection, to be released at a later point where hopefully humanity is a little bit better, maybe. And so those 7 people. Oh,
bummer. Can't go back.
Okay, those 7 people were drawn to Mount Ebott in order to break the barrier. I don't know what the magician's plan was for that. I don't know if they knew that Asgore would do what he did, or maybe they thought the humans hoped that humans would live peacefully there until their end came naturally. Hard to say on that one. And Kara supposedly has the same soul colour as Frisk, red, which is determination. All the soul colours, as we mentioned in Photoshop Flowey's fight, represent different traits. So you've got light blue patient.
Have I gone through Hotlands yet?
Yes, I think you have now, but you need to go through the rest of Snowden.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And get to the ruins. So you got light blue patience, orange bravery, dark blue integrity, green kindness, yellow justice, and red determination. So in this theory, it is believed that Frisk. Hello, I can't believe we got that. It's believed that Frisk is the reincarnation of Kara. Some people don't like this theory. Some people say that it detracts from Frisk's character, to which I say, what character? So it's an RPG. We're supposed to project onto the protagonist. No, I don't think it does. If I look at Avatar when it comes to reincarnation, like, are Aang and Korra the same characters? No. Even though Korra is a reincarnation of Aang, they're not the same characters. This is how I see it.
They're just...
And neat drinks. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for you to see what we've got, Bunny. Because there's an interesting thing when you meet Kara in the genocide route, saying your power, your determination was what brought her back, because brought them back because they weren't in the coffin, because that was Kara's coffin, because Toriel brought them to the ruins to be buried there, which is the golden flowers you landed on, right at the beginning of the game. What else? Where else am I going with this? And so it's sort of implied that Kara latches onto you, and also somewhat implied that they might be evil. There's also the possibility that they're not. There's a theory that Kara is the narrator. That every bit of random little bit of text you see, like that, is Kara talking, not just the red text you get in the genocide route, because let's be honest, that's a bit inconsistent. So theoretically, everything that you say when you interact with something other than other people is Kara talking, which is why, and Kara kind of slips up, if this is true, in True Lab. That's why I did the heckle thing with Snowdrake's mother, because that's Kara saying, being so freaked out that she said something that Frisk didn't do. That's the theory anyway. If this is true, that kind of makes you question Frisk's morality. That maybe Frisk got just as bored as Flowey and decided to kill everyone to see what would happen. Now, there is some other things about it being the player, which also makes sense. There's a lot of symbolism behind that, which I'll talk about in just a second. So, yeah, it makes you question Frisk's morality if that's the case, and then there's some people who just say, like, Kara just finishes the job that you started because they've completely given up on you. I'm saying she a lot, even though both characters are androgynous. It's because I'm female and you're supposed to project your own character onto these guys, onto Frisk and Kara. But I'm going to try and say it there. I'm going to try and be gender neutral. So yeah, questions Frisk's morality. So that there is hope for Kara, because in this game it is made very, very clear when you talk to Gerson. It's made very, very clear that no one in this game is irredeemable, except perhaps Frisk/Kara in the genocide route. So there is the possibility that theoretically, people have made fan games on this, that Kara could be quote unquote saved. That Kara isn't entirely bad, because they fell into Mount Ebot, they fell into the underground, hating humanity. That's how that happened. And Gerson.
Where is he again?
He's when you get off the river person's boat in Waterfall, he's in the opening straight up.
I'm gonna get there anyway.
Okay. There's possibility. Yeah, there's the theoretical possibility that Kara to be saved, and
Maybe
even
this guy.
Yeah.
I already talked to him.
That's not Gaster. That's not Gerson.
Who's this person?
Waterfall. He's the turtle shopkeeper.
Oh, I forgot about him. I couldn't remember where he was.
I'm literally coming up to everything I was gonna say. On the idea that everyone can be saved, a lot of people have written fanfiction about Gaster on the premise that yes, he could be a bad guy, but at the same time, as this game makes very, very clear, nobody is irredeemable. So there is possibility to save Gaster. But while characters are not irredeemable in this game, not everyone can be saved in the same way we did with all our friends. I think I'm starting to run out of stuff to say. I don't know. Oh wait, yes, though. One more thing, definitely.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. That's why I made you come back. If you go to the when you get to the typing the name screen, if you type in Frisk, you will get hard mode, and there'll be various enemies in the ruins. Some of them we come across in the core, such as Astigmatism, Final Frogget, and Whimsalot. Their stats would be lowered. Like, for example, Astigmatism in the ruins would have 50 HP. We still have attack and defense stats the same. Only the HP will change. So Final Frogget would have 32 HP, and Whimsalot would have 20 HP. In the Runes and Hard mode, and only in the Runes and Hard mode, you will also come across Moldessa, who has 52 HP, 27 attack, and 23 defense. You'll get 5 EXP and 3 gold off them. And to spare Moldessa, you select Fix. If you lie down, other monsters can be spared as well. You also get Migosh Spell, I'm not sure. HP 45, attack 28, and defense 17, EXP 5 and gold 4. And to spare all other monsters which are spared or killed, it's basically the same way as Migos thingy. And finally, you would get Pasknik. HP 72, attack 30, defense 28, EXP 8, and gold 2. To spare, you would need to hit Snack and basically do the same sort of thing as you do with Vegetoid. That's pretty much all I had to say. That's all the notes I had. Oh, one more thing. A little detail I found quite interesting. Frisk, Kara, and Azriel are the only characters in this game, the only sprites, who don't have a black outline, and I find this quite interesting.
I never noticed. Because
Kara is a spirit.
Yes.
Azriel is kind of not alive, not dead. He's sort of in limbo before turning into Flowey. I don't consider Azriel and Flowey to be the same being. Because Azriel has a soul, Flowey doesn't. Their actions are very different, so I don't consider them to be the same being. To be the same person. What was I? Oh yeah, the outlines. So because of the status of Kara and Azriel, there is questions on whether Frisk is alive or whether this is just. No, it can't be just how humans are drawn, because Azriel's not human, so there'll be no reason for him to not have a black outline. So it's a bit up in the air, and we missed out all of Toriel and Sans' dialogue from the call. Though we can keep checking. So if you go do phone for let's do over the phone every time we enter a new area.
Sorry.
Z, Toriel's phone. Tori sent you a message. Dear
Frisk, how are you? You have been wandering around for quite some time now. I hope you are not getting into trouble. Only kidding. Lol. Sincerely, Toriel. Yes, do not get into trouble.
Next room. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the one in charge.
So yes, you're the one in charge now. If someone says pay attention to me, there's so many people, someone has to, right? Yeah, I think I've done going through all the theories that I know.
And it's kind of notice me, senpai.
Yeah, go down there, it'll be gift trot.
There he is. The world's supposed to be weird.
Everyone's leaving, eh? Good riddance. Maybe I'll finally get some peace and quiet. Alright. It does look like the Determination Distraction Machine. There are theories on what Gaster was doing. Also, he made the core, but what else he might have been doing. He might have been, doing, because the Gaster, in Sans' fight, you see these sort of skull-like things.
Called Gaster Blasters.
Yes, they're called, if you go into the game's files, you will see that they're called Gaster Blasters. My English accent wants me to say Gaster Blasters, but that's not how you pronounce not how you pronounce Gaster's name. So it's not entirely clear whether he got them from Gaster or they're made specifically to battle Gaster. Again, I will say this game makes it very clear that no one is irredeemable, but not everyone can be saved, because Azriel we can't save. We couldn't save Azriel because his soul is gone. There's nothing we can do for him. Free? Okay, I'll stop lounging around. Does that dog know? It probably doesn't, does it? Maybe.
Well, the doggy was hanging out outside.
Did you go see Sharon?
Nope. I'll get...
no, let's not. Keep talking to Toriel. Because, Sharon is back with her sister, and I'll post up a thing what that looks like.
So, excuse me. I did not mean to write sincerely. I meant to write sincerely. It is difficult to use this with large hands. Perhaps I should ask Sars to transcribe for me.
Toriel.
Toriel.
We love you, Goat Mum. We really do.
Oh.
So I have to go to the surface. There are woods there we can live in, right?
Oh, you can't reset puzzles now.
No. It just goes to triangle. There's lots of really cool ideas about what happens off the Pacifist route. My particular favourite is Armless Embrace by Thrones of War on fanfiction.net. I would highly recommend it. I'd also recommend Far Corruption by Petalthorn on DeviantArt. I think they're also posting it on fanfiction. What else? What other fanfictions am I reading? I've already recommended Zala for some very angsty Sans Papyrus test subject feels. Don't forget to talk tutorial.
Sans will be typing from now on.
You get a new message every room.
Okay.
Also, Soriel is probably the biggest ship in the fandom. See? See? See?
Hey, Frisk, it's Toriel! I just made some. After Gillian, I can't count the number of zeros. I just made
1,000,000 pies, do you want any?
Make sure to brush your teeth before crossing the street. Frisk. Sans, please.
Sans, please. What else could they talk about? Send you a message.
I did not say any of that.
We talk about,
Ooh. Oh, wait.
when you... That's a snowdecahedron.
It's the Decahedron.
Um,
There's a really good video about the difference of the genocide routes on the internet.
I'll stop being a teen. Oh, I refuse. I'll just invent new numbers like 20T. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I suppose one little thing I could say is that on the name selection screen, the main characters will have sort of unique responses if you try to type in their names. If you type in Sans, just go nope.
It just goes outright nope.
Papyrus, you can't fit his full name.
So just say I'll allow it.
Yeah, so you just have to type in Papyru. Alphys, I'm trying to remember it to the top of my head. So it goes, no. Undyne goes, get your own name, nerd. Toriel, it'd be best if you get your own name, my child. Asgore, I can't remember, that'll come from screen. You type in Flowey, you get, I already chose that name, hinting about Flowey and Asriel. He seems happy again. Family's reunited, it's so sweet.
Well, 16 other people. I think that hits the number of people, the number of grand encounters you have to kill if you're doing the genocide route.
It depends. I think you do 16 was it? I think you do 16 in the ruins.
Alright.
Numbers will be on screen right now because I can't remember that off the top of my head. So we're made of ice and stuff. What? It's a joke! Laugh at it! Okay, don't forget to talk tutorial. I'm gonna keep bugging you. Message.
Greetings, this is Aunt. I love my brother very much. Help on me, lad!
Oh, come on, Sans. We know you love your brother.
This is Toriel screwing around.
Yeah.
It's a fishing rod to fix to the ground. Realton.
Yep.
Oh, it's attached to the edge as a note. Never mind, guys.
Trying to think. What other things could I talk about?
The conveniently shaped lamp.
Conveniently shaped lamp.
That's a conveniently shaped lamp. That's all I have to say about it.
As well as we'll talk about other AUs, there are Underswap is quite a famous one. You remembered without me telling you.
This is sad. Frisk, this is how I love to get owned. I also think Toriel is very good at. Excuse me.
They're fighting over the phone. I can just see it now.
These two.
Yeah, Undertale's quite a popular one. Basically, all the characters are dark and edgy, and everyone wants to kill you, even more than you're doing. They're all complete assholes. I think I think Undertale characters are up to your own interpretation. What's that? Underswap already talked about the Katana AU. I quite like, because I'm a big dork and I like ancient cultures.
Ooh, the door.
We can go into the ruins. I want to go right to the end. Trust me.
Long purple corridor.
Long purple corridor.
Oh wait.
What have I forgotten? What have I done? What have I done?
Nope. Cat video.
Yeah. Inside, she meticulously describes a video she saw of a small white animal. There's no link or attachment to watch it.
Toria, please.
Oh god, what? Katana AU I quite like. Excuse me. My particular detail I like is that Papyrus is dressed as a very typical samurai, and Sans is dressed as a ninja.
Ninja Sans.
Ninja Sans. It's in Japanese, so I can't read it. I use Google Translate, which probably isn't the best, but I get a decent translation of it.
We'll have to pass over to me, see if I can make heads or tails out of it.
You can try. That's what you talk about in the genocide route. When you go, sort of red text in genocide route, sort of, the genocide route is hard to do. You have to kill every enemy every enemy in the game, not just everyone you come across, every monster.
Everybody.
Before you get to the boss of the area, otherwise you screw it up forever.
Still just you, Frisk.
See, things like that, things like in the mirror, that's where the I think that might be partially where the Kara is the narrator.
Forward, send us like Caramel Skeleton Rose posing you. Sans!
Yeah, like the mirror thing is partially where the Kara's narrator theory comes from. Bum, bum, bum. Red text. If you get to Toriel's house, look in her drawer. Say the red text will say, "Where are the knives?" And when you go to save points, it won't say something filled with determination. It'll just say either the number of enemies you have to kill,
or determination,
or just determination.
And when you kill everyone, the music just goes.
The music goes. You'll still get encounters,
but it says, "But nobody came."
And that calendar 21x, because that was Kara we saw in the opening, falling to Mount Ebot. So they fell in this decade that we're currently recording in. So it's not really stated exactly how far in the future this is. I would estimate 100 years, but I'm not sure.
The dog bits of it?
Toby! So yeah, it's difficult to say how far this is, because this technically could be an old-fashioned RPG, because they got stuff from our time that's been thrown away. Bum bum bum. All the red text. It only really show up when you get to Asgore's place, which you look at his fridge. Strangely enough, it'll go no chocolate. Kara seems to really like chocolate. What else is there? Some items would change the names. When the heart locket and the worn dagger will be changed to the locket and the real knife. The locket was presumably given to Kara by Asriel, who in his boss fight you could see that he was also wearing a heart-shaped necklace, presumably like a friendship locket or something. And
dear Frisk, though thought you might enjoy this. It's Artemis Steel. Oh.
Yeah, and this is where the red text gets interesting, because it will, when you put on the
dear Frisk, Undyne and Papyrus want to cook something together with me. Sans is telling me they are excellent chefs. I'm excited. If you are lucky, you can have some.
Run! Vittorio, just run!
This one, Torio.
Yeah. Where was I? The red text goes a little bit weird, because when you equip the locket, the text will say back where it belongs, but it's not in red. It's in white, which is normally what you'd think Frisk would be. But if Kara's narrator, then it's a bit interesting. Red text might actually be what Frisk is thinking, or Genocide Frisk is thinking. It's difficult to say. And there's some unused sprites in the game's files.
Where is that fuck again?
Down. Where, you know how you can see your reflection?
But yeah.
Keep just go one space and then keep going like that. In the files where Kara, it looks a bit different to Frisk. Looks similar but doesn't look quite right. It still has the shoulder length brown hair, a shade lighter perhaps than Frisk.
His eyes are open.
The eyes are open and difficult to say if they're red or not. Might not. I can't remember if they're always red. And they're smiling. Got little rosy cheeks.
Can you get the fourth frog, please?
God, I can't remember where it is. But in the game's files, there we go.
Thank you.
In the game's files, in Waterfall, where there's those puddles, you could there's sprites where you would see Kara's reflection in the genocide route. It seems to have been scrapped, but an interesting idea. And I suppose I better talk about what Kara and Frisk are supposed to represent. Kara, outside of the game context, because the game breaks fourth wall so much, sort of represents our desire to complete. As Sans says in his battle, like you're doing this because you feel you have to complete something, because you can't get the full story unless you do the genocide route, which is annoying in my opinion, but I can see why. It's the desire to complete. It's the very basic human desire to complete, to see to the end. That is our determination. So it's theorised that it's actually all the player's fault. Not Frisk. Frisk is just a puppet. So there's plenty of theories about this game. Toby Fox isn't saying either way. I think it's all up to interpretation.
Dear Frisk, it sounds a nice start to the band. Do you know what we could call it? Dreamer and Femur? Yes, that's only a joke. Do not refer to me as Dreamer.
Or I will kick your ass! Toriel wouldn't do that.
He's too nice.
He's far too nice to do that. Where else was I going with this? Yeah, so there's one interesting thing, a piece of art from Zala. A lot of people blame the player. Like in the theory I just mentioned, people blame the player for the actions of the genocide route. Like it's all our fault, we're Kara, etc. But nobody ever takes no one ever takes credit for the pacifist route, because if it's our determination, the player's determination, that killed everyone, then surely it's our determination that saved everyone as well.
Undyne is very strong. The pirates made a bet with her that she could not lift everyone here up. She could. The only trouble is she did not know how to put everyone down.
Ow.
Ouch.
Yeah, that
This
is the way you're supposed to go.
Ooh, the dummy. Let's talk to the dummy. Oh, we can't.
You can't.
Well,
the ghost isn't in there anymore, remember?
I like the thing.
Yeah.
Dear Frisk,
I think I'm running out. I've definitely run out of things to say.
Alphys is telling me so many interesting facts about the human world. Quite a few of them are wrong, though. Frisk, you did not tell her anything funny, did you? Oh, never mind.
One final thing. It is believed that going back to the reincarnation theory, the human you see.
Dear Frisk, I heard that using the computer for too long is bad for you. However, I have not seen you use the computer at all. You must be very healthy. How nice.
The human you see in the intro, with just not Kara, but the first one you see, is theorized to also be like the previous incarnation of Kara and Frisk. And go on.
Dear Frisk, I think I may have to turn off the phone for now. Your friends are all very lovely people. I think I will spend this time getting to know them better. Be good, alright? Sincerely, Doria.
Yeah, that's the last one you get from her, I think. But and also the monster you see fighting the humans in the intro could be. Some people think it's Asgore, but the horns are facing the wrong way, so it might be an ancestor of Asgore. Because Asgore's a boss monster, and boss monsters can only age if they're with their biological children, which means Toriel and Asgore are going to live forever. Yeah, let's talk to Asriel.
Don't worry about me. Someone has to take care of these flowers.
Keep going.
Frisk, please leave me alone. I can't come back. I just can't, okay? I don't want to break their hearts all over again. It's better if they never see me. Why are you still here? Are you trying to keep me company? Frisk. Hey, let me ask you a question. Frisk, why did you come here? Everyone knows the legend, right? Travelers who climb Mount Ebot are said to disappear. Frisk, why would you ever climb a mountain like that?
Suicide or reincarnation theory, perhaps?
Was it foolishness? Was it fate? Or was it because you... well... only you know the answer, don't you? I know why Kara climbed the mountain. It wasn't for a very happy reason. Frisk, I'll be honest with you. Kara hated humanity. Why they did... they never talked about it. But they felt very strongly about that. Frisk, you really are different from Kara. In fact, though you have similar, fashion choices...
striped shirts.
I don't think why I ever acted like you were the same person. Maybe the truth is, Kara wasn't really the greatest person. While Frisk, you're the type of friend I wish I always had. So maybe I was kind of projecting a little bit. Let's be honest, I did some weird stuff as a flower.
Oh, you remind me of small things I want to say.
There's one last thing I feel like I should tell you. Frisk, when Kara and I combined our souls together, the control over our bodies actually split between us. They were one that picked up their own. They were the one that picked up their own antibody, and then when we got to the village, they were one that wanted to use our full power. I was the one that resisted, and then because of me, well, that's why I ended up a flower. Frisk. This whole time, I've blamed myself for that decision. That's why I adopted a horrible view of the world. Kill or be killed. But now, after meeting you, Frisk, I don't regret that decision anymore. I did the right thing. If I killed those humans, we would have had to wage war against all of humanity. And in the end, everyone went free, right? I still feel like kind of sad knowing how long it took. So maybe it wasn't a perfect decision. But you can't regret hard choices your whole life, right? Well, not that I have much of a life left. But that's besides the point.
I think that's all he has. Thank you for listening to me. There we go.
Frisk, thank you for listening to me. You seem really good to be with your friends now, okay? Oh, and please, in the future, if you see me, don't think of it as me, okay? I just want you to remember me like this. Someone that was your friend for a little while. Oh, and Frisk, be careful in the outside world, okay? Despite what everyone thinks, it's not as nice as it is here.
Agreed.
There are a lot of flatties out there. I know everything can be resolved by just being nice. Frisk, don't kill, and don't be killed, alright? That's the best you can strive for. Well, see you. Isn't it?
Okay, a little more about Kara, because...
Does he have anything better to do?
Little... Frisk, don't even think
Okay, that's it.
Okay, think a little bit more about Kara, because he said that that they hated humanity, but they loved the monsters. They wanted to go and... Yeah, they wanted to save monsters. That's why they did. That's why they killed themselves by eating buttercups. So the Kara becoming genocidal and possessing Frisk, that theory, I'm not sure how much sense it makes, because why would Kara want to kill all the monsters who helped her? Though I do have some explanation. Perhaps because Azriel betrayed them. They decided that monsters were just as bad as humans, and just went, fuck it, I'm gonna kill everything. That's my idea, that's my theory anyway, I'm not entirely sure. I was gonna say, that scene there is a Tumblr blog called Dreamer Reborn, which is based on the idea that after multiple resets with the Pacifist ending, Frisk got to know Azriel really well, and at the end of the Pacifist route, offered to give them their soul. So Azriel can grow up, be with Toriel and Asgore, and also has Frisk's soul. And it's a really good blog, and there's a game coming out based on it. I don't know when it's going to be out. It's going to be probably going to be quite a while, because it's a new story. It's got permission from Toby Fox as long as they don't get any money off it. It's called something. I've forgotten exactly what it's called. It's something Tale. I want to say Undertale, but that's the name of an AU. Bugger.
Too early.
Too late. It's going to take place, and the surface world is going to have a teenage Asriel and a whole new set of characters. It's going to be based on the idea that Frisk gave them their soul. And again, I don't know when it's going to be out. It looks really good so far. What they've got a YouTube channel that hopefully will be in the description. Maybe. If not, show to 100 if subscribed to it. You can do it the manual way, or just look it up from the thing I gave you. I think that is everything I wanted to say. I've been rattling and flipping ages, so we'll meet you back in the throne room. Well, one thing, I'm going to mention this now. I forgot to mention about Sans fight. Just looking over at the window we have open. In Sans fight, there's a lot of fan art about Sans' fight. The Gaster Blaster's, his eye turning different. His eyes usually shown as blue because it glows blue. It also glows yellow at times, which are the colours of Justice and Patience, which I think says something about Sans there. And there's some very famous lines that comes with Sans' fight, like, "It's a beautiful day outside, the birds singing, flowers blooming, kids like you should be burning in hell." You only get the burning in hell bit if you survive his first attack, which is possibly his most powerful attack, potentially. I don't know. Then there's also "Get Dunked On!" Because halfway through the fight, Sans will spare you, and if you decide to spare him back, he doesn't spare you. He kills you outright, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And when you get the game over screen, it will just say "Get dunked on," and then if we're really friends, you won't come back. But of course, if you're doing genocide route, you will come back, and you will keep going, because you're a monster.
Yeah. I was watching through a video about the genocide routes. By something random. I was bored last night.
Okay.
And I went 4 hours of record. 4 hours to get past Sans.
Yeah. That's why we're not doing the genocide route, because we'll be here forever.
Yeah.
Well, neither of us are good enough to get past Sans.
Nope.
Onion-san!
I forgot about her.
Did you hear? You're back! I'll tell you a big secret. I'm starting a band, you hear? It's called the Red Hot Chili Peppers. All I thought was the name. And I don't play instruments or sing. Well, you think it'll be popular? Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You
can dream, Onion-san. I love you. You're gonna go to the surface and live in the ocean.
And there's a lot.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
It's good to be with my sister again.
All over the...
Can't talk to Sharon, I don't think. Part of me wants to see my new brother, Aaron. But most other parts of me don't. Back to my sister. Alright, so we've got Aaron's brother in with you as well. Also, I'd never show this. I don't know if we can get it now. No response. The phone might be out of batteries. Okay. Because if you call Undyne while you're in here, you actually learn that she was the one who set up the puzzle.
Okay.
Anyway, for real, back in the castle. I was potentially talking to Onion-san again. Are you a bit behind the times? Since if you did, how would I ever know? Well, I'll keep my tentacles out for you. You hear? As soon as I know, I'll be the first to tell you. You hear? Oh, Onion-san, you're so cute. You're free, Onion-san. You can go.
You can go.
Also, the statue in that played the music box.
Yeah.
People theorise that to be Asriel, what the king and queen theorised Asriel would look like when he grew up, and that was Asriel holding Chara. That was a statue to him, which Mettaton removed because he's a dick. No, that's the one. So we talked to everyone.
That's everybody. Let's
save.
Let's
go. If you leave here, your adventure will really be over. Your friends will follow you out of the underground. Don't leave.
Let's go.
I'm ready. We've done everything. I've talked about pretty much everything I can think of.
Let's go.